Hey everyone, Phoenix Spring Tarot. So, Brittany. So just to provide some context for this reading, and for those of you who don't know, our channel from the very start of this has been a free Britney channel. Right at the very early stages, before even Britney spoke out about her experience in the conservatorship in court, I believe I was one of the first channels, one of the first readers to specifically call out her parents and her father for the abuse of the conservatorship and slavery, allegedly. We'd say allegedly. And to this day, really, I believe I'm the only channel, the one reading that I've given, which has yet to be corroborated, is that it's really under the conservatorship and the medication she was given under the conservatorship that these issues and mental health issues that we see with Britney, it's then they started to emerge. That is one of the earliest predictions that I've given on Britney that has still yet to come through and be corroborated. But besides that, everything else regarding her marriage, regarding the conservatorship, everything else has come through. To be honest, Stevie Wonder could have seen that. I mean, everyone looked at Sam in a suspicious way. I mean, it's nothing new. One of the things when they got married that I brought up in my reading at the time was that Sam's marriage to Britney at the time was a business arrangement. I viewed it as that. And I remember getting a lot of backlash over that comment. But I said, no. Britney's in control of this. Her marriage to Sam, that is a business arrangement. And her doing that as a business arrangement means that she would know, it was her way of protecting herself against going back into conservatorship by her parents. And at the time of doing that reading, that was the first time I'd ever seen anything like this. So even when I was giving that message at the time, I was just like, what? However, we've since seen it being corroborated with Kanye. Kanye has done the same thing. Kanye's marriage as well to his current partner is a business arrangement. And the point is, the reason why they do it is if you marry someone who's amenable, who you could control, you could easily, you marry someone who is amenable to you, who understands the plight that you're going through, so you could gain your independence and not have anyone put you into a conservatorship because you're controlling. Yeah, it's like having your own independence, right? And that is confirmed by the Six of Wands. It's you just winning. It's like a winning move. That's why, Kanye could go about and say whatever he wants to say and whatever, and Kim and the rest of the Kardashian family can't do anything about it because he's married someone that's protected him. This is the same thing Britney did with Sam. So for Sam to come out now and file for divorce, I'm just like, what? Why? That's the thing. So people, I've briefly looked at other readers do readings on this, and to me, I just don't think that, anyway, let me just stick with mine. I don't think it's a matter, I just wondering why. This is a business arrangement anyway, so why would you break that agreement that you had? It's come out that Britney was shocked that this happened, and I'm not surprised that she would be shocked because it's a job, it's an agreement, you signed up for this, so why negate on it? Why go back on it now? Empress. So that's the question, why negate on, this is Britney actually, so she's come out really strong as the Empress. But the thing is, why negate on this arrangement? Spirit guides, guardian angels of the highest light, thank you for being with us in this reading. Please protect us and protect all those viewing this reading, and maybe channel messages that the collective observing this situation need to know to better enhance our spiritual journey. Thank you very much. What Two of Wands? What do I do now? Why has Sam done this now? What's going on? Why has Sam done this? I'm picking up that he was planning this for a while. He was planning this for a while. Man wants to make some moves. He's been planning this. He'd been planning this for a while. I'm getting with the Two of Wands. And with the Three of Pentacles. He'd been planning and working and collaborating with other people to put this together for a while. Okay, who's this King Knight? Who's this King of Pentacles? Yes, Spirit guides, guardian angels. Who's this? he may have somebody on the side, you know. He may have somebody on the side. He may have somebody on the side, or that, or he wants to move on with his life, is what I'm picking up on here. And for what he understood the arrangement that he went under, but apparently that arrangement he's gone under is not worth the money he's getting. Like, I get someone who I'm channeling his energy, and trust me, his energy is very faint. I've never been able to channel his energy fully. It's like he's very shadowy. That was one thing I've always picked up about him. He's very shadowy. But one thing I'm picking up very faintly and I'm seeing is that he's just tired of the arrangement. From an outsider's perspective, we could look in and we could say, oh, you know, but it's all right. You have all this money. You're living the high life. You're going on vacations, that sort of thing. But it's like, it's not enough. Like, once you've reached a certain plateau, you've been there for a while, like you want something more for yourself. That's what I'm picking up on here. And either it is to start another relationship, or it's either he wants to start another relationship, he has another relationship with someone else, has his eye on someone else, or he just wants to live like a normal life now. It's like he's seen a lot of things, heard a lot of things. He feels he's seasoned, he's matured now. He's established himself now. It's like he feels now is the time to move on. This is him and Britney. Like, he's been stable in this position for a little while now. Now he's ready to move up in status, move up in stature, whatever that means for him. Yeah, he's ready to move on now. Okay, what else? What else? Why is he doing this now? Why is he doing this now? Okay, we'll go into the rumors as well. These rumors about damn, I knew it. Guys, you can look back on my readings. Anytime Britney comes into the fray, this is always the card I get for Britney. Always the card I get for her. Like, it's the daydreamy card. It's the spacey card. It's not fully being there. This is someone who, with this judgment and this card, like, he's always been picking up for her, covering for her. And I've been a Free Britney channel from the very beginning. From the very beginning, I've been a Free Britney channel. But my very last reading, I said, we have to pray for this girl. I time-stamped it, and I said for Britney, we had to pray for her. Because I was picking up, because my last reading was, is she going back into the conservatorship? Right? Because I felt that her marriage back then was shaky, and this was a couple of months ago now. Her marriage was shaky and her mental health was deteriorating. And I had picked up on that in my last reading of her. I am Free Britney all the way. I'm not a fan of Sam, but I have to say that there is a lot that he had been putting up with her. That's what's coming through. There's a lot that he'd been picking up with her. And I'm being intuitively told by my guides, like, it's getting worse with Britney. It's like he can't do it alone. And I'm also picking up as well, not everyone, yeah, Eight of Cups. It's like running away from something. It's like her thoughts keep on running away. I always said this in the beginning, there is some trauma that she had, childhood growing up, trauma with a family member presenting themselves one way, but really behind the scenes being another. Trauma in a relationship, a very early relationship of hers. And this is what I said before as well, and I'm so sad to see this still come up with her energies. It's like she hasn't, whatever doctors or whoever's around her, she still hasn't managed to heal from this. It's been going on for years now. I keep on, look at my readings. These two cards always, this is my 6th reading I'm doing on Britney using this deck. These two cards always come up. 6 readings over the course of 2 years, always. She still hasn't managed to sort out that. It's the trauma. It's the, yeah, it's that initial trauma that she still hasn't dealt with. I'm picking up that if she had the right people around her, a lot of the ways that she's presenting herself, oh, mind you, everything in this reading is alleged until proven fact, alleged. But I'm picking up here, that if she had the right people seeing her, more of a holistic style situation, she could so improve. She could really, really improve to the point that giving me the phrase normal life. Like this spinning around and that sort of thing that she's doing, wearing next to nothing, like she doesn't need to be in that state. Like she could really, that's crazy, crazy, crazy. Still, I picked that up initially and it still hasn't changed. Yeah, that's the thing, 9 of Pentacles. Again, not a 10, but Pentacles talks about someone who is grounded in reality, grounded in the present. They could interact with reality to create, to give, receive. And she's coming through as a 9 here. Most people in their lives being sane and having all their faculties don't even make it to a 9. Yet she could. She has it within her. This is this, and I said this in my introduction. This is the thing that I said before, but that prediction that I gave has not been corroborated. And the prediction was that it was during the conservatorship that she developed these mental health issues. They really messed her up in the conservatorship. They really, really did. I get so angry thinking about it because they put that girl in a conservatorship and they effed her up. I'm sorry, but they did. I keep on seeing this. She didn't have the issues. The issues she had before going into the conservatorship is what your average celebrity or person would just go to rehab for 31 days for. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's continue. Rant over, let's continue. It's such an injustice. It's just the injustice of it that really winds me up. It's the injustice of it. Okay, they want me to move on. So this is the end of a cycle between her. Like this is definitely coming to an end. We have the World card energy. So this is endings. Vulnerable. I just feel that Britney is really, really vulnerable at this point. Okay, but I'm going to go back a step. Why else is Sam stepping away from this marriage? Okay, something happened that really caused... Okay, who's this 9 of Swords? What's this 9 of Swords? 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 9 of Swords. I think something happened that was, and I think this has come out, so there's stuff that's come out in the press so far, and what they're saying is that stuff that's come out in the press so far is in fact true. With this Wheel of Fortune, there is something that happened that made him think, you know what, I'm out. I'm really out of this. Like, it was as if this thing that happened was the last straw for him. However, I'm picking up that this thing that happened that was the last straw, like they may have filed for divorce now, but it's as if this thing happened a while ago. Like the very beginning and the start of the breakdown happened a while ago, and that's going to come out in the press very soon. And they've been covering it up for a while in terms of understanding how to work through it so that Britney would still be okay. There was a covering up that had been going on for quite a while. Let's get a bit deeper into this in terms of what is it that had happened. There's a deterioration. That's what my spirit guides are telling me. They give me the word deterioration. There's a deterioration that's going on with her. And I don't think Sam is equipped enough to deal with it on his own. I'm also being told as well with this 9 of Wands that there's a battle that's happening between Sam and, let's say, Britney and the Minders. So, and this is a bad thing to say, but it's always come up with Sam's readings. Look, bottom of the deck, 10 of Wands. It's always come up with his readings. And I can't sugarcoat this, so I'll just say it bluntly. He's not smart enough to do research, do due diligence, really stand up for her and give her the protection that she needs and tell her what needs to be, what she should be doing, what she should not be doing. Number 1, he's not smart enough. Number 2, he doesn't have that gravitas. Number 3, he doesn't have that backbone. Number 4, there is something of a power imbalance there as well between Britney and him. So Britney, and this is something I picked up with their marriage reading, she's still in control of a lot of stuff, but Britney comes in and out of it. So she'd have a lucid moment, she'd be able to speak intelligently, and then she goes off in a spiral. So there are still people in her camp who I'm being shown take advantage of this. So it's like a power dynamic battle between Sam, who Britney has around her, and Britney herself. And it just gets exhausting after a while. It just gets exhausting. And that is what I'm seeing here with the Nine of Wands. This is him just breaking free from it all. Like, we have the 9 and we have the 10 of Wands. This is him just breaking free from it. He's just like, look, I've just had enough. I've just had enough. I am drained of it all. I have had enough. Interestingly, there's a lot in the press about money and that sort of thing. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, so let me just finish this. So this is him breaking free and just having that freedom, feeling I've gotten out of this, I'm free of this. Because with this 10 of Wands, it really was a burden. I'm picking up split personality with her as well. Like, it's one thing her coming in and out, but apparently she has different personality. Allegedly, there's a personality disorder, like different personalities also. Like with her condition, it's very complex. It's like there's a split going on in her energy, where she has the persona that she needs to put across, then she has her own persona, and it weaves in and out of each. Like that's what they're showing me here. But this is what I was describing in terms of that power struggle. So you have Britney here, you'd have Sam here, and Britney's minders, or, you know, people who control Britney's estate over here. And it's like he was not, and Britney making the decisions. But this person, not because somebody is sitting in a throne means they're meant to be there. I'm not saying Britney should go back into conservatorship. I'm not saying that at all. Absolutely not. But there is something of an instability here. And Sam, as I said before, he's not strong, he's not intelligent enough, doesn't have the gravitas enough. He is coming in on a lower power tier. And I'm picking up that people do look down on him. So many times he's seeing things and he's helpless to do anything about it. So the guy's just done. Right? So what I explained before, it's coming through in the Hierophant energy here. So spirit guides are just confirming it. What does the future hold for Brit? Future for Brit. They're drawing my energy and my mind's eye to someone that he is seeing. This is the thing with this arrangement. Like, he has... Like this person that, oh, sorry, elephant. This person that came up, this lovers that came up before, this is not the first time he's been seeing someone in the marriage. So that's what I'm asking. I'm just like, well, this was a business arrangement anyway. You could always see someone on the side and pay them off. So why break the facade? Why break the agreement? Does this have anything to do with the father? Does this have anything to do with Britney's father, or representatives of Britney's father, for the reason why he broke the agreement and agreed to step away? Does this have anything to do with Britney's father? Oh my God. Bingo. Guys, it took us a little while, but we got it. There is someone, King of Wands, or this is either Britney's father or a representative for that party. And the reason why I say that is we have the 10 of Cups, we have family here. When is that autobiography of Britney's coming out? There is something about that going on. With the 2 of Cups, this is someone being in cahoots. So this is, we have the 2 of Cups and we have the Lovers that have come through so far. So what this is saying to me is that the lovers could, that's why I was saying, I was just like, is this a relationship with someone else? But he's always been able to have relationships on the side while married with Britney. So is that really the reason? Chances are he could have one, but it's deeper than that. This is another relationship that he's in cahoots with. This lovers is also decision. This is a decision that he has specifically. I feel that this is a lovers. Yes, he does have somebody on the side, but I feel that as well, he's made an agreement, he's made an arrangement, either to save face, to save his reputation, or somebody has given him an out that he feels is going to be easier to take than putting up with everything that he's been putting up with. And this person, it's a male figure with this King of Wands. This is someone who is very powerful. They're very forceful. It's related to the family, to Britney's family. They have made him with the Hangman. It's like Sam just felt that he was in stasis. He felt, look, this is what we channeled at the very beginning, like he wasn't going anywhere with this. He had plateaued. He had reached a particular level. What more? What else? Is he always going to be married to this girl and just going on holidays? And, he wants more for himself, really. Because even with things that have happened or have been happening in the past, even while Britney was in the conservatorship, he was still with her. These things have always been happening, so what's changed? It's like he's gotten a new perspective. Somebody has put some idea in his head that has given him a new perspective as well. On life, on his future, about what's possible for him. Your life doesn't have to be like this, where you're just stuck with her. You can have more from your life. And this is someone coming through promising him more. Either promising him job opportunities, promising him a lot of money, promising him what his heart desires. It's almost as if this person presents themselves as an Aladdin. And notice this person has come up next to the Hierophant. So imagine you going through this power struggle, this issue, being viewed as less than by Britney, and someone comes in just promising you the world, promising you everything. And finally, this is the Ten of Swords, the betrayal. Britney was not aware of any of this going on whatsoever. She wasn't aware that they were just plotting behind her back. She was completely oblivious to this. Completely oblivious. When she said that she was in shock, and there is at the time of doing this, there is an image of Britney leaving like a corner shop really late on her own, looking really down in like a pink jumper similar to a color to this one. And that's the thing, like they're just showing me that image, like she was completely unaware. And I know that picture of Britney is just a snapshot of her, but what I felt really, and I'll see if I could upload the image for you guys to see it here, but what I found really interesting about that photo is that even though it's just a snapshot of her, she looks in control in that image. She looks very in control, number one. Number two, interestingly enough, her weight looks different to what we've been seeing of her on Instagram. And I'm not raising the point to body shame anyone or whatever. No, we don't do that. What I'm looking at it is because that image of her spinning around, she has a latest image of her spinning around or pole dancing or something like that, where they've been making fun of it. But the weights don't correlate. So if she just did that pole dancing video 1 or 2 weeks ago, but in a recent image she looks like that, no one can put on that amount of weight in that space of time. So it makes me wonder, this is just me putting my tinfoil hat on, this is just me thinking out loud, what's going on here? Like there's just something about this that doesn't meet the eye. But that image of Britney coming out of that 7-Eleven, she looks very in control. She looks as if she knows what she's about. She looks as if she's stepping with purpose. And mind you, the picture is just a snapshot in time, but I pick up energies from images and so on. And with that, she seems very grounded. She seems very aware. She seems, even though she looks a bit disheveled or whatever, that's Britney, she still looks healthy, grounded, aware, in control, lucid. That doesn't look like the person spinning around on the pole. And I'm not saying that the two can't be the same person. I'm raising the question of timing. When was that pole dancing that allegedly just got put out 1 or 2 weeks ago? When was it actually done? Okay, so what's the future coming up for Britney? How is she going to navigate this? How is Brit going to navigate this? She has a fight on her hands. She's not just fighting Sam. She is, there we go, 10 of Pentacles. There we go, family again. That's what I'm saying. She's not just fighting Sam. She's not just fighting Sam. There is a group of people, a family, an extended group of people that she needs to fight, that wants to be, thank you, Spirit guides. It's as if, like the father and everyone else, they're going to paint this image of her in the press and leak stories in the press, and the press are going to run with it. Oh my God, she's crazy. She's out of control. Sam couldn't even be married to her. They've started doing it already. It's in everyone's interest to paint Britney as crazy and out of control and she can't manage herself. Was my last prediction about Britney, and I remembered it now. Is she going back into conservatorship? Is there a risk of that happening? And I did this a few months ago. It's coming through now. Like, this woman's estate and her money, my gosh. Wow. Yeah. The fight is about to start. They are after, when you thought that this had been put to rest and you're not hearing about the father anymore, there is someone, it's like the father is sort of stepping back, as either he's in the background, I'm seeing him being very distant to this, or it's a group of people, or let's say a group of lawyers or whoever who are familiar with this case, who feel that there is something they can get out of this. Whether it's the father driving it or the father being advised by this group of people, I'm not sure. It's like Britney wanted to do something. There's something Britney wanted to do. There's something she was planning to do. Like a launch or a release or breaking free of something like she was planning to do. As long as Britney is spinning around and doing those awkward videos, they're happy with that. If she wants to step further and do anything else, it's a problem. They are referring me to this song that she did with will.i.am. You know, one song with Elton John, okay. Another song with will.i.am, you're bringing out more music, it's a problem. Mind you, that will.i.am song really wasn't very good. Sorry. I really tried to like it because it's Britney, but I couldn't. It's just anyway. Okay, Britney, what's next for Britney? What's next for Britney? She has bet she needs to be very, very, very careful. Yeah, she needs to be really careful here. What I'm picking up is that she had... Okay, I'm picking up that Britney here is her own worst enemy. It's like it's interesting getting the High Priestess and a Page of Wands. Like, she oscillates between having maturity beyond her years, that's cosmic, that's next level insight, intelligence. She oscillates between that and a child. And that, because of her mental health, right? That is what people are going to be using against her, to paint it out as if she's worse than she actually is. They are going to try to humiliate her. They want to tame her. Someone riding a lion. They want to tame her. They want to control her. At this point, they don't have any control. This is real. Like in my mind's eye, they're showing me the parallel with Kanye. But they were going to try to embarrass her. There is something about projects that she has coming out that they want to silence. That is the motivation behind this. That is the whole motivation behind this. She wants to come out with stuff, either whether it's the autobiography, whether it's having a sit-down talk show, you know, that Oprah thing. Whatever it is or whatever she has planned, people want to silence it at all costs. These people are very, very powerful. So whether it's breaking up her marriage, whether it's enticing Sam to leave, whatever it is, they are getting in there and they are working their magic to make it happen. Is Britney going to be able to get through this? Is Britney going to be able to get through this? Is Britney going to be able to get through this? I'm being told yes, actually. I really hope so for her. Yeah, I'm seeing it being really good for her, actually. I'm seeing it being very good. We have the Ace of Swords, the Sun. Yeah, I see it being really good. Wow, I'm happy to see this. I'm so happy. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Sun, and we have the Eight of Wands. That can be better. And we have the Knight of Pentacles as well. And the Emperor. This is her really taking control back of herself. She is really going to be taking control back and be stepping out. The Sun is one of the best cards that you can get. Ace of Swords, parting ways with the past, doing research or getting the right people in. to help guide her and position her on her next chapter. And she's going to be taking swift action. Swift action is going to be coming in order to control the situation around her. I'm seeing someone stepping up. I haven't been wrong in my Britney readings ever. They are the most accurate ones. That are my political readings. So to see this finally is like someone rising up from where they were before and being guided up. This is why when people talk about, oh, don't do readings on this person, don't do readings on that person, just leave them alone, wah, wah, wah. And I'm just like, no. Draw attention to it. Draw attention to what they're going through. Do not underestimate our ability as a collective to send positive intentions, to send healing prayers to someone who needs it. People are behind Britney 110%. And don't underestimate that collective power that we could all have to send someone positive energy, to pick them up and bring them up out of their rut in a really good, healthy, positive way. Don't underestimate that. If all of us as a collective just kept quiet and minded our business, Britney would, and didn't use our sixth sense and use our collective intuition to know that something was wrong, Britney would still be in that conservatorship right now, right? Same thing with my Ariana Grande reading. I was just like, something isn't right here. And look, she's like, something was not right there, you know? Like, you can't just turn a blind eye, and it's like toxic positivity is what I'm seeing going on here. Oh, don't talk about that person because where? I'm just like, no, talk about it. It's the intention with which you do something. Like, no one is coming into this reading with bad intentions towards Britney, not at all. Anyone looking at this reading wants Britney to thrive. We want Britney to win, right? So all of it, this is about getting insight into the situation, about what she's going through. So we know, okay, our queen, Brit needs us. Like, we have to pass the stage of free Britney now. You know, and if there's someone with mental health issues, is getting a deeper understanding, or at least triggering you to ask those questions and looking into mental health more. Who do you have in your family, or who do you know of that may be going through a mental health issue? You may be going through it yourself. What does it mean? Hopefully this is a motivation to do more research into it. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. I really like this ending for Brit. You know, for her rising up. Hopefully with Sam leaving, this is the momentum that she needs to sort of rise up and take control back of her narrative, take control back of her estate, take control back of her money, take control back of her sovereignty, which they tried to strip her of. She is so strong. Like, she has turned up as the Empress. The Empress is the top card that you can get in tarot. You have the Fool, the Magician, the Empress. It even comes before the Emperor. Oh my goodness, I just noticed that. She has the Empress and the Emperor in her reading to describe her. This is what I'm saying to you guys. Brit's energy is something next level. It's something next level that they are trying to tap into and control. And I'm just going to leave you with this. Do you know what this reminds me of with this Empress and Emperor? Okay, it's almost like the government getting their hands on UFOs and getting their hands on the UFO technology that's years and years ahead of what our understanding or comprehension could ever be, and keeping it under tabs because they want to study it. Like that, believe it or not, spirit guides are giving me that analogy to describe Brit. In terms of her energy, in terms of her abilities, her talents, it's like her ability to just draw people in like a magnet to her. It's next level. And this is something that people are desperate to control. It's even beyond money is what they're telling me. It's beyond that. It's like they want to control her essence. Let me tap into this. Let me not avoid it. Let me tap in. It's like wanting to control her essence. They want to suppress her essence. There is something about someone having too much power and wanting to control it. I'm being drawn to Beyonce because Beyonce doesn't even have flowing through her veins, and Beyonce is a very powerful energy, but it's like Beyonce had to work and Okay, I'll just put this out there. I'm sorry, I'm just channeling energies, but it's like Brit has an essence and a power to her that's even more powerful, more concentrated, more potent than Beyonce's. Like, this is Michael Jackson level stuff. You can't have someone being so powerful. And not being controlled, or not at least being brought into the fold. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in future readings. Bye for now.